everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Megan Ridgel. If you are new here, if you are returning for yet again another video, thank you so much. You guys are all appreciated. Please make sure that you subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications, like, comment, share the video. In this video, guys, we're going to talk about something that I think is super important, and it is about empowering people. As you can tell by the title, I am super big on this. Empowered people, and we have to talk about it. What does this term mean? Why is it so important? And even how it can reap benefits not only for somebody else, but for yourself. It has to be talked about. We have to go over this. So I want to go ahead, jump into detail about what does empower people mean. Let's talk about the benefits. Let's talk about the importance. Let's go ahead and jump in. So let's start with, what does this term even mean? Empowered people, empower people. That simply means that when you're in a good place in your life and you're happy and you're secure and you're confident and you're doing good, you have the ability to empower other people, to drive other people down that same road of happiness and success and confidence and security and all these things that are super important. And the opposite end of that, when you are not empowered, you're basically an insecure person. You're not happy with yourself. You're not allowing yourself to feel empowered because you're living your best version of your life and doing the best things for you. So a lot of the time, these people may not necessarily be bullies, but they are not encouraging. They're not teachers. They're not supportive. They're not here to love and give confidence and security to other people. As a matter of fact, they create insecurities in some people. I mean, how many times have you had a dream or a vision or something and you've talked about it to people and people shot it down and joked about it and laughed about it? How many times were you passionate about something and something mattered to you? You had a discussion about it and people shot it down or laughed about it. Those are people who are not empowered. Empowered people who are secure and happy within themselves have no problem supporting you, helping you with your goals, helping you with your visions, helping you get to where you want to be because they're confident and happy and secure in themselves. We all have to figure out how to be empowered people and how to do that for other people. Again, when you're not a very empowered person, it's probably because you're insecure in a lot of your own ways. You have a lot of your own issues and concerns and things that you haven't gone through. And that's where those, the bullying and the making fun of and the shunning and the belittling and the putting down, that's where that comes from. People who are empowered, who are in a good place in their life, they don't do that to other people. And unfortunately, we see way too many people who are on the other end of empowering, and it's easier to just joke and laugh and shut them down and be discouraging as opposed to uplifting, which is obviously what we need more of. We don't need the other end. We don't need the unpowerful people. We don't need those people in our lives. And we don't need it around us in general. I mean, even looking through just social media, how many times have you seen a post and people are just nagging and picking and joking and laughing and teasing and all these crazy things, and then something good happens, something great happens to somebody, and we don't get the same congratulations. We don't get the same amazing and greatness and the praise and all the things that you deserve, because it's easier for people who are unwilling to be secure with themselves, who are unable to be secure with themselves, to just shun and to be mean. That's insecurities. That has nothing to do with you. So let's start with that. That's important for you to remember. If they're not empowering, they're not encouraging, they're not uplifting, that has everything to do with them and not with you. So again, empowered people empower people. We have got to support one another, be there for one another, uplift each other. Even if you don't necessarily agree with the idea, or maybe you have suggestions, or you don't understand. Being empowered means that you're able to give that opportunity to understand. You're able to give somebody else confidence. Maybe this isn't my thing, but this is your thing. Go after it. Maybe I'm not good at this, but you're good at it. Go after it. This is your vision, your passion. Go after it. Because I'm empowered, I can give that to you. Because I'm confident with myself, I can give that to you. I can be there for you and be supportive. We have to have more of that. We have to figure out how to move through the insecurities, how to get to a place in our own mind that we are not the people who are being the opposite end, and we can be the empowering people. We can be the people that stand up together as a group, and even if it's just woman to woman or man to man or couples and everybody else in different minorities, it could be different breakouts of people, but being able to stand together whether it's for a dream, a vision, a goal, a movement, whatever the case is, empowered people are able to do that for each other. So ask yourself, are you empowered? Are you secure with yourself enough that you can give that to somebody else? Can you step aside yourself, let go of all the teasing, the insecurities, and the bad things, and be that for somebody else? Empower somebody else. Give them the strength, give them the courage, and the wisdom, and the help, and the support to be able to move forward and do the things that mean so much to them. Even if it's just a hobby, if it's a job, if it's anything, help them, give them that strength, empower them. So part 2 of that little ramble is, I think it's important to remind people, okay, just because somebody else is winning doesn't mean that you are losing. Oh my goodness, how many times do I have to tell people this? I have to repeat this so often to people. Just because you see somebody else in a successful place in their life doesn't mean that, one, they didn't work super hard to get there. Maybe they've been working for years longer than you have for this particular thing, but they're there. It's their time to shine. Let them shine. Let them have their moment. They worked hard for this. They deserve this just as much as you and the next person who wants that same goal deserve it. It's important to remember that just because this person got something first, maybe they did it quicker, maybe it was easier, doesn't mean you're not going to get it. And it doesn't mean you're losing. You're not a loser because you're coming in 2nd or 18th place. It just means it's not your time in this moment. And I've done previous videos about this, about how timing is everything. And your timing will work out how it's supposed to work. But I promise you, the universe works in crazy ways. Whether you want to call it the universe, you want to call it God, a higher power, whatever it is, when you put out negative energy into the world, whether that's from teasing and not being empowered, or thinking that somebody else winning is you losing, you get that same energy back. So it's so important that we make sure to radiate and put out positive energy and good things. And remember, just because so-and-so down the street won in this moment does not mean that you are losing. Your time will come. Be happy for them. Be secure enough in yourself that you don't need to belittle them and make fun of them and harm them emotionally and spiritually or whatever the case is because you didn't win in this exact moment. Let them have their moments. Yours is coming. And remember that just because they won does not mean you're losing. It's just not your turn. And you're going to be okay. I promise. So to piggyback off of that, as a reminder from the beginning of the video, belittling people, teasing people. Now, whether this is through a text message, a conversation, a social media post, whatever the case is, even behind their back and, them not even physically seeing it, that is a sign of insecurities. Okay, that is a sign of a very sad person internally who has a lot of crap to deal with on their own, because it's easier for you to be mean and rude to somebody than uplifting and encouraging. So that is a sign on you. I'm talking to the person who acts that way. It's a sign on you. You look insecure, you look unhappy with yourself, and it's not attractive, it's not cool, and honestly, it's a sign of a loser and not a winner. So in that case, you are the loser, and it's not fair. And I don't mean to be mean, but that's kind of where we're at. So if we can't encourage each other and we can't be beneficial to each other and happy with each other, then you're really starting to shine through with your own insecurities. So I just wanted to put that quick reminder out there for anybody who has a bad habit of doing that. Maybe there's something internally you need to work on and you need to figure out within yourself, because that's not attractive in any way, shape, or form. Nobody wants to be with somebody like that. Nobody wants to have a friend like that, a family member like that. It's very discouraging and it gets old. So figure out, why do you feel this way? How can you work through that? And then being able to encourage people, help them through their path the same way you want to be helped through yours. I promise you, like pinky promise you, that when you put good energy out into the world, like I mentioned, you get good things back. I cannot tell you how many times I have been in a situation where I was like just so frustrated and angry and hurt and just wanting to just be negative and just fight and just want to be mad because I'm hurt and I'm upset or I'm stressed out. But I always remember that in the back of my mind, if I put out the same energy that this person's putting out, then I'm going to end up like them. And I've seen their karma. Okay, I've seen what's happened to them. I've seen them struggle and not have good things, and relationships break up and all these bad things happen to them. I don't want to do that. Okay, I don't want to feel that way. So I choose to be happy. I choose to let go of the stress. I choose to work through the pain and be the more civil and happy one in whatever situation that was, because I know how the universe and how God and how karma and all these things work. It's going to come back to bite me in the butt if I'm a negative, mean, rude person in any way, shape, or form. So I don't perform that way. I do not give in to those temptations when it comes to really putting out how I want to feel in some moments when I'm upset, because everything comes around in full circle. It is a circle. So as a closeout to this video, if you are empowered and you are secure and you're happy and you're in a good place in your life, and it may not be the best place, trust me, I haven't reached nearly half of my goals. I am financially stressed out sometimes. You know, I have problems with relationships, both romantic, unromantic. I have problems with everything in my life. That's a very normal thing to have, but if you remain in a good space in your mind, mentally and emotionally and spiritually, and you're able to empower one another, then you will get there. I can't tell you how many people I support. I love supporting small businesses, people who I see on social media. I love being there for people as they grow through something that they love, in hopes that, you know what, they'll do that for me as well, doing what I love and what I care about. So I'm okay enough with myself, I'm secure enough in myself that I'm able to empower people as well to get to where they want to go, where they deserve to go, just as much as me and the next person. But are you? You really have to evaluate that, as well as everything else I mentioned in this entire video, to figure out, where do you stand mentally? Are you secure enough in yourself? And if you're not, what can you do to get there? Because again, we don't want to look like the losers, the bad people, the insecure people who are being really hateful and mean for no reason. We want to be on the winner circle. We want to be there supporting each other, so that way when that time comes around for us, and when we're in the spotlight and we're the winner of that moment, everybody else can enjoy that with us. Because I promise you too, people don't forget when you're mean to them, okay? People don't forget the mean things that you say on social media, or that you tell their business, or whatever the case is. So when that person does make their thing, whether it's their dream job or they pursue their passion and it turns into a career, or whatever the case is, they're not going to forget that. And we want to be on the good end of good people. We want to be on the good end of good things. So again, if you don't know, really sit down and think about that. Are you secure enough in yourself that you can support people and be there for people and love people and give other people confidence, empower them? Or are you more on the lower end, and do you need to work through those things? Do you need to figure out what the heck is going on in your mind that makes you feel that way, so that way you can get to that point? Because ultimately, all together, not only just me, not only just my group of friends, not only this one job that I work at, the entire world needs more empowered people. I mean, we have to have more people who are encouraging and positive, uplifting, and empowering, so that way we can live in a more positive mind frame. And it is easier to start within the family, and then the neighborhood, and then the town, and grow from there. But one person at a time, being able to really work through their issues, if they aren't already there, really starts that area of being able to just be so secure and happy we can help other people get there. So again, I hope you guys always remember, you are loved, you are appreciated, you are heard, you are seen, you are cared for, and you matter deeply. Now, I hope you know that, and I hope you're able to make other people feel that as well. Please make sure, again, you guys subscribe, turn on your post notifications, comment, like, share the video, drop comments. What did you think? Do you agree with what I said? Do you disagree with what I said? Anything, I'm interested. I hope you guys have a fantastic week, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.